Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Michael D. Fry here. Just back with you today to talk about watching your mouth. We mentioned some things about your dreams, goals, and inspirations or aspirations and things like that. But sometimes we don't reach those things because we're always speaking negative. We're always just complaining about where we are and not giving God just thanks and praise for what He has done in our life. A lot of times we talk about and we look at what's wrong, what needs to be changed and stuff like that. It's good to look at things that need to be changed, but that's all we talk about are the problems. And it's easy for anybody to sit and talk about issues or things are wrong, but it's hard to talk about solutions or you can make better. And the Bible talks about, of course, we talk about this a lot too, about life and death is in the power of your tongue. A lot of our situations and things like that can be changed just by the way we speak. If you think about it, out of your heart, your mouth speaks. Out of the abundance of your heart, the mouth speaks. So in your core, whatever you're meditating on, if you continue to think on negative things or complaining or crying or whining or victim mentality about stuff, that's all you're going to talk about. And if you continue to speak those things, those are the things that you're going to see manifest in your life. And I know it seems kind of hard. It's like, okay, but we got to actually work and do stuff. Yeah, you got to work too. But my thing is like, if you're meditating on things, the things you're meditating gives you the thoughts and the actions that you'll do. And the actions that you'll do are the things that you continue to speak. And that's the thing that gets you through things where you may not see any changes in your life. Think about this. If anybody has ever planted anything, it takes a while before you see the sprouts come up, right? And then after that, it takes a while before the fruit or the blossoms or anything come up like that. So it's going to take some time. So it is with life. Before we can reach those dreams, before we can reach those goals, we need to continue to speak things that line up with that. We got to think about what we can visualize in our mind, what we could see. And now those are the things that we need to speak. We can't speak to everything wrong in our situation. Like right now, it's a rainy day outside, right? If I allowed the rainy day to dictate how I felt, how happy I was, what I would do, then I would never get anything done. You know what I'm saying? What does the rain have to do with me accomplishing my goals for today? Now, if it was outside to cut the grass or something like that, I get that. But if you're going to write a book or do some music or even work out, what does the rain have to do with that? Absolutely nothing. You know, and I may say these little light ideas just to make connection points here, but that's my thing. Watch your mouth. Sometimes we don't see what we want in our life, and I realize your mouth is the problem. I know you may get offended by that, but I think about just me. There's times that everything, things aren't right or the way I want it, and I can sit there and complain and complain and complain. But what does complaining really do? It does absolutely nothing. Complaining doesn't change things. Now, I'm not saying don't be real and say what a situation is. You need to talk about a situation or talk about problems or even acknowledge problems before you can come through that. Okay? So you do have to do that. But my thing is, it's like, what good is it if I have a problem and I continue to rehearse the problem or I continue to talk about the problem over and over again? What does that do? Absolutely nothing. But now when I speak things that, hey, I have this problem, but I'm going to overcome that. Hey, but I see it's dark outside, but it's not going to be that way always. That reminds me of things I got to look forward to. That reminds me of hope. That reminds me of things I can move closer to. And so that's what I'm saying. Watch your mouth. Don't let your mouth be the problem or why you don't have manifestations of God's promises in your life. We got to change those things. We need to begin to just speak what we see, and all we are doing is just rehearsing those goals, those dreams, the things that will manifest in our life. That's all we're doing when we speak those things. And also we're aligning our mouth with that. Also, as you're speaking it, like I said, the Bible talks about out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So if you are meditating on better days, if you are meditating on progressing in life or growing towards your goals or your dreams or just growing as a person, growing as a family, as a church, as a business, whatever it is, whatever entity it is. If you continue to meditate and think on those things, you'll speak those things, and those sound waves really do kind of change things in life. I'll give you an example. God spoke the earth in emotion. God spoke us. God spoke things into existence like light, the seeds and things like that. And you could, read that in Genesis. He talks about that. So that same power, the same thing that he uses, he wants us to go about in life. Yeah, you want to see yourself in a better marriage. You may want to see yourself in a better house. You may want to see yourself in just a better state. We got this coronavirus going on now. Instead of continue talking about the virus every single day and allowing the virus to dictate what we think or what we say or what we do, we can start speaking life. This won't last always. We will get through this too. And in the case of, I know it's a scary thing and you don't really know, hey, will it affect me or will it not? Those things you can continue to speak out against. If it come against you, hey, you can speak out against those things and continue to speak life and just continue to speak better days. We know it's not going to last always. Now we have this new normal of stuff. It's been like the whole entire year and we're kind of been quarantined or stuck inside. People are scared to travel and things like that. And it's a real threat. I understand it's a real threat because people I've known have been taken out by it. However, I can't allow that to scare me from doing what the Lord has for me to do. I have to continue to move forward. I can't live life bottled in or boxed in. That's not what life's about. And that's not what God would have for us. Fear is not of God, and those are the things that we need to speak on. So that I gave that example. So we would speak like, hey, I may be quarantined now, or I may not be able to go here now, or I may not be able to visit my family, but it won't always be this way. Or also too, hey, I can find some way I can create a video to talk to them. I can get on Zoom. I can, do the drive-by, people doing the drive-bys and waving and things like that. It may seem silly, but it's ways that people have thought to overcome this epidemic, the thing that won't keep us contained or won't keep us detached from our people. And that's my thing. Continue to speak those things. So that's what I'm gonna say. Look at your life. You see, you may not like your life or the things that are going on or whatever. You can change that. Change the way you speak about it. And I promise you, it's not my promise. The word backs that up. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. If it wasn't that powerful, he wouldn't have said that in his word. God's not a man that he would lie. So that's my thing. You don't like the way things are going in your life. You may want a better marriage. You may want just a better family situation, better job, career, better about your health. Just continue to meditate on those things and let the things that you meditate be the things that you speak. Watch what you're speaking. And that's all I have for you today. Until next time, I'm out.